Yo, what's up everybody? It's Nods here. We're back with another video, and today I'm going to be going over a quick investment that I think you guys should be doing right now. This investment is going to make you a lot of stubs, but you're going to need stubs to be able to make this investment. I'll go ahead and say that right now. You need to have stubs to do this. You don't need to have 239,000 that I have right now. Just make sure you have enough to invest in some of these face of the franchise cards. A lot of them are going for around 8,000 to about 10,000. So if you've got about 40,000 to 100,000, you can still do this easily. But I wanted to just get that out of the way real quick. If you don't have stubs, you will not be able to do this, unfortunately. So this investment is revolving around the big set that will be coming out probably here soon at the end of this month, maybe beginning of June, maybe middle of June, so on and so forth. But the biggest thing right now is that these face of the franchise cards are going for very, very cheap, and it's probably the cheapest they will ever be. Right now, they're about 8,000 to about 10,000. There's a couple of them like the Mike Trout that's up there a little bit. You'll probably still make some stubs here, but I wouldn't invest in these higher ones. Go for the lower guys here because you're going to need these cards still for the big collection. And what I mean by the big collection, if you guys played MLB The Show 21 last year, around I think it was May 28th, the very first big collection that came out was that 99 Mariano Rivera that came up. And when he came out, all these cards for collections skyrocketed in price. So they haven't revealed anything on when it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be May 28th exactly like it was last year, but I'm anticipating it'll be around that time. And like I said earlier, these face the franchise cards are probably going to be in the collection. I would say I'm about 90% sure these will be involved, and you will need to get these collected to get the voucher. So what I recommend, since these cards are at the lowest they've ever been, go ahead and invest in these bad boys. I'm going to spend all 239,000 of my stubs and see how much I can make out of this collection that should be coming out soon. And if it doesn't come out soon, it's not a big deal. You still got the cards for cheap. They're going to skyrocket when the collection comes out. If it's late June, I don't know why it would be that late. But if it is, you still want to hold on to these because they're going to skyrocket. So let me show you what happened last year when this collection came out. Okay, so I'm looking at one of these cards, the 42 series cards. These are equivalent to the face of the franchise in MLB The Show 22. They're about the same, I guess the same type of card. So we're going to go ahead and look at the prices and see what happened when the collections were available for that Mariano Rivera. So we're gonna scroll all the way down. Okay, so May 28th that you see here is when that Mariano set was released, and look at how much he sold for. He was selling for 54,000 stubs. Now I'm not saying that's what the cost of these cards are going to jump up to, but I want to show you the difference. So we're looking at, today is May 12th, right? So we'll go down here to May 12th and look at what he was selling for on May 12th. If I could get to it, he was selling for $17,499, which that's a huge margin. And if you invest into a bunch of these cards and sell them all when that set comes out, you're going to be making out a lot of stubs, maybe hundreds of thousands, depending on how many stubs you have. So that's why I always harp on having a good stack of stubs so you can make these investments when these big sets come out. Like even, you know, between the 12th to even like the 20th, when the card wasn't even out yet, he still jumped up in price up to 44,000. But I would wait until the actual set comes out. Maybe a little bit after, like the next day on the 29th, he went up to 64. I mean, it's unbelievable how much these went up. On 6/5, he was at 78. Like it's unbelievable. Right around like mid-June is when he started to dip back down. But for a while, his price was very, very high because, you know, shortly after that, there was the release of the Clayton Kershaw set. I'm not sure when that released, but I'm sure, again, his stubs or his value went up a lot. So right now, if those face of the franchise cards are selling for $8,000 a piece, you need to jump on that and try to make as much profit as possible, because I know for sure that the face of the franchise will be a collection and a voucher that you need to get done. So yeah, guys, that was just a quick little video. Again, you're gonna need to make sure that you have stubs if you want to do this. It's never too late. You know, we're still early in May and they have not announced the big set yet, but as soon as they do announce that big set, these are gonna jump up in prices. So you guys are gonna wanna jump on these right now and get it done. So yeah, and I will say this, there's always a little bit of a risk when it comes to investing and stuff like that, because we can't predict the future, but we can also look at the past and see how they repeated the past. And I believe that this is going to happen with these face of the franchise cards. These prices are going to shoot up, and they're going to shoot up a lot. I don't think they're going to go up to 54,000 like the 42 series cards did, but they might go to, I don't know, maybe 20, 30, and that's a huge margin of profit that you could be making right there. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to touch on that really quick. I hope you guys are investing, and I hope it works out for you. If it did, please consider subscribing to the channel and leaving a like on the video. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's make some stubs. Let's get rich. I'm out of here. Peace.